Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, our from Group 4 will explain to you material about ground tissue or matter tissue too. But before enter the main topic, let me introduce the member of Group 4. It's me, Khalila Rilianti Putri, and my partner is Siti Nurshifa Aisyah and Najwa Aulia Putri. Next, table of content. Table of content has 5 divisions. The first, characteristic of parenchyma tissue. The second, function of parenchyma tissue. The third, structure of parenchyma tissue. The fourth, forms of parenchyma cells. And the fifth or the last division is grouping of parenchyma tissue. So that's all of table of content in this material. So let's go to the main topic. Ground tissue or second matter tissue is the fundamental tissue found in plants. It's also known as parenchyma tissue. Parenchyma is responsible for various essential functions like photosynthesis, respiration, and storage of nutrients. It's the most common tissue and can be found in various parts of the plants, such as leaf, stems, roots, fruits, and seeds. Okay, the next material is characteristic of parenchyma tissue. The first is thin cell walls. The cell walls are thin and like lignin, making them flexible. Next, presence of pits. Pits in the cell walls allow for efficient exchange of nutrients and water between cells. The third is meristematic nature. Parenchyma cells retain the ability to divide, contributing to plant growth and regeneration. Next, large vacuoles. Parenchyma cells typically have large vacuole, often containing water and starch substance. Next, hexagonal shape. Parenchyma cells are often hexagonal in shape. Next, intercircular space. This space between cells are often present, facilitating gas exchange. The last is location. Parenchyma cells are usually found in the middle of other tissues. Function of parenchyma tissue. Parenchyma tissue plays a crucial role in plant life, performing various vital functions like photosynthesis, respiration, storage, structural supports, growth, and regeneration. The first, photosynthesis. Palisade parenchyma cells in leaf are responsible for photosynthesis, converting sunlight into energy and producing organic molecules necessary for plant growth. The second is respiration. Parenchyma cells are also involved in respiration, the process of breaking down sugars to release energy for cellular activity. The third is storage. Parenchyma cells act as storage depots for various subtypes include starch, protein, lipids, and pigment. The storage subtypes can serve as energy reservoirs and contribute to the coloration of specific plant parts. The fourth is structural support. Parenchyma cells provide structural supports to plants, especially in parts that are still growing or haven't fully hardened. The last is growth and regeneration. Parenchyma cells retain their ability to divide and differentiate into other types of tissue, contributing to plant growth and regeneration.
Okay, the next material is a structure of parenchyma tissues. Parenchyma is a type of living cells characterized by a prominent nucleus and protoplasm. The cells are isodiametric or polyhedral in shape, which may vary from polygonal, oval, round, or elongated forms. They are either closely packed or have small intercellular or hemicellulose, and they are interconnected through plasmodesmata. These cells contain several small vacuoles, which in older parenchyma merge into a large central vacuole that might accumulate anthocyanin or tannins. The vacuoles hold abundant water, acting as a water reservoir. In some storied parenchyma, such as in the endosperm of the dead palm, the cells develop sticky silyoglucan walls, which stored sugar for germination and later become thin. The parenchyma cells in flowers and fruit contain chromoplasts contributing to pigmentation. Some parenchyma cells may develop thick lignified walls, making them difficult to distinguishing from silent cream. Their hydrophilic properties provide mechanical strength to plant tissues. In specific types of parenchyma, chloroplasts are present to facilitate photosynthesis. Additionally, parenchyma cells involved in secretion have a dense protoplasm, rich in ribosome, Golgi bodies, and a highly developed endoplasmic reticulum to support their function. Okay, the next material is the type of parenchyma. For the first is type of parenchyma tissues based on their function. The fundamental tissues parenchyma is divided to 6 types based on in its function, namely is first assimilation parenchyma. Because it contains chlorophyll, assimilation parenchyma is a type of parenchyma that can perform photosynthesis. This parenchyma is also known as chlorenchyma because it found in plant tissues that appear green due to presence of chlorophyll. The next is aurenchyma. Aurenchyma, which is a parenchyma that can store air because it has many intercellular space. It also known as air parenchyma. This type of parenchyma is found in the flotation device of aquatic plants, which is water hyacinth. The next is storage parenchyma, which is act as a storage tissues for food reservoirs, as it has large vacuoles. It is found in the pit of stems and roots, tubers, rhizomes, and seed. The stored food reservoirs can be in the form of sugar, starch, fat, and protein. Wound healing parenchyma, because it divides to form new parenchyma, making it a type of parenchyma with meristematic properties. Wound healing parenchyma is also known as pelogen or cord cambium. The next is transport parenchyma, which surrounds or is located near the xylem and phloem. Transport or parenchyma has elongated cells that align with the direction of transportation or conduction. The next is water storage parenchyma, which can store water. Its cells have thin walls with large vacuoles that store mucilaginous solution. Water storage parenchyma is found in epiphytic plants and plants that have adapted to dry and environments. Okay, the next is a type of parenchyma tissues based on shape. Based on its morphology, fundamental tissues divided into 4 types. First is palisade parenchyma, which has elongated columnar cells packed with chloroplasts. It is sometimes found in seeds and the mesophyll of leaves. The next is stellated parenchyma, which consists of star-shaped cells connected at their tips. This type of parenchyma is also known as actinenchyma or stellated parenchyma. It is found in the flower, stem, or of the canna plants. Okay, the next is folded parenchyma, a type of parenchyma with inward folded cells, walls enriched in chloroplast. It is present in the mesophyll of rice, leaf, and certain pine species. Next is parenchyma, which has large intercellular space and irregularly shaped cells. It is found in the mesophylls of leaf.
Okay, thanks to the moderator, I will present a material about grouping of parenchymal tissues. Parenchymal tissues based on cell shape. First, Palisade parenchyma, constituent of leaf mesophyll, sometimes in seed, with long upright cell, containing many chloroplasts. Second, Spongy parenchyma, a constituent of leaf mesophyll, irregular shape and arrangement, relative large intercellular space. Next, third, parenchyma stars or actinanthum, has a shape like a star, interconnected at the end so that many have intercellular space. Fourth, folding parenchyma or fold. This type of parenchyma is characterized by cell walls that fold inward and many chloroplasts are found. Folding parenchyma is commonly found in the mesophyll of pine and rice leaf. Okay. According to its function, parenchyma is divided into several types of tissue. Namely, first, parenchyma assimilation is usually located at the edge of an organ such as leaf, green stem, fruit, and so on. Inside the cells, there are chloroplasts. 2. Harding parenchyma, located in the inner body region, for example in the pins of stem, roots, tuber, layer tubers, rhizome roots or rhizomes, or seeds. The cells contain food reserves that can be in the form of sugar, flour, fat, or protein. Third, water parenchyma, found in xeroptic or epiphytic plants as a water holder to deal with dry period. The cells are large, thin walls do not contain chloroplasts. Little cell plasma, large vacuoles, sometimes containing mucus, for example in aloe plants. Fourth, aerial parenchyma, large intercellular space. The constituent cells can be round, for example in the floating apparatus of aquatic plants, or star spade, example in the petiole of canna. Fifth, parenchyma transporter. The cells are elongated in the direction of transport, generally found in the stem. 6. Regeneration parenchyma, which is the parenchyma is charged of producing or forming the tissue. If the original tissue is lost due to injury, the new tissue formed in the same and similar to the older tissue. The parenchyma around the wound area conducts division after the cell period is produced. Differentiation occurs into a jargon such as the original tissues that is lost, for example, phyllogen, cork, cambium. Okay, that's all I can say. I return to moderator.